win.
All right, we want to go to tech for our sector spotlight for today because the NASDAQ got hit pretty hard on Monday. So let's see how they're holding up. We got to go to Apple, bounced off that 325 level. Looks like it'll test the 324 level pretty easy, although we're seeing a little bounce in the futures today. What do you do with Apple?
Well, yesterday, just like the spiders, it had a small outside day. It broke through Friday's low, came back above. That was a short-term buy signal. Now the question is, where can it go? If you look at Apple real quick, Apple did that right here into big support. Look how big this support is. Okay, this 326 area obviously had this little outside move. So what happened was it traded below, okay, this area of 325.51. Yesterday came back above. This was your buy signal. I think you have to watch resistance now. 330, then about 334. So we'll measure the bounce. Right now, I think you can get a trade. I'm not sure if it's going to be a blockbuster, but for the day, it's fine, and then we'll see how it acts around resistance.
Talk about not being a blockbuster. What about Amazon? They're not doing much of anything.
Amazon's trying to hold on to 185. I'm not even going to show you. I think it's still in a little bit of a defensive mode. It's actually above the 100-day moving averages, where a lot of the other leaders are testing the 200, so it's showing some relative strength. I still think it needs more time. And
Netflix finally broke below that 258 support level. Is that indicative of another leg down, or is it sort of going to get a nice bounce off of that?
This one also is actually holding the 21-day. That's stronger than other tech stocks. I am going to avoid it because I think Netflix can be very tricky coming into the next few weeks. I showed you guys this red dog reversal. This was about a week ago. Since then, it's been churning lower. It is at big support. It's worth a look, but I'm going to need to see more data before I start to get committed to Netflix once again.
Netflix up about 1% already today. Let's talk about a stock that's up already today. BIDU up 1.5% after sinking 3 on Monday. I mean, do you even bother with the stock? Is it too hard to time?
It's very hard to time, and it's really right now just for the professional. I still think we're in a confirmed correction, so I don't want to see investors start buying it yet. Traders will probably trade it for a bounce. If you look at BIDU, you will see that the chart has been in a sick downtrend. Ever since it failed at the earnings and then broke this 145, we are now approaching the 200-day, which we should get to. I think, if it could bounce, you could short it around 125. There's a little room here, but it's not for the average investor yet.
And the general weakness in tech, I mean, does that mean anything for the markets as a whole, or just that it's a seasonally slow period for tech?
I think it's a seasonally slow period, and it's also just showing you that the innovation out there, whether it's the Russell and tech, they're going down faster, so it's showing you that the market is worried about growth. The S&P is holding higher. Some of the other sectors are holding higher than the 200-day, so it's showing you that the innovation and where leadership should be coming from, it's not, so that means we have some more downside action, and we'll have a better entry at another time. But for right now, if you have to trade, there is some small action here.
All right, fair enough.